Mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay. It look like y'all can hear me. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I like this. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm gonna have to check my sound. We're gonna get started here in just a second, y'all. This is crazy. From what I see so far, OMG, y'all, this is the craziest shit. Let me make sure that y'all can hear me. Check my sound. From what I see so far, y'all, tell your friends. Johnny is live on the air. I know a lot of y'all went out, so you'll see this later. But I need y'all to tell y'all friends that I'm live on the air. And we're going to get started here in just a second. I got video, I got proof, so we definitely going to see what this was all about. If you like seafood, you are going to flip your lid. We're going to get started here in just a second, live with Johnny. That's all I can say is, oh my God. Leave your comments. You seen the picture. Leave your comments. I'm going to show more of the picture later. Let me get set up here. You can leave your comments. I will put them up. Okay, leave your your comment. All right, cool. So we're gonna get started. If you can see me on Facebook, whatever platform you can see me on, I got 3 different platforms that I'm on live right now with. That's Facebook, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So we're gonna get started here. Thank y'all for tapping in. Everybody who supporting this show, it being what it is. I really appreciate it. Y'all fuck with me, and I fuck with y'all. So that's what's up, y'all. This is really cool because I don't know if y'all can see it. My desk, the way that I have it set up right now, you can't really see my desk. I don't even know if I can move this down without messing things up. Let me bring it down just a little bit. Okay, there we go. So I'm sitting here at my desk. Ooh, my desk is junky. I should have never did that. Okay, so we'll rearrange some things right here. It is so much stuff you gotta do to put a good podcast together. And now I got a new format and stuff. We got people in the studio right now recording at the same time. So it's a lot of stuff that goes on down here. All this positive, try to be positive stuff, you know. So shout out to that. And y'all can support. I'm going to put my Cash App up there so you can support my Cash App. If you like what we're doing, you know, send us a shout out and support us. We would definitely appreciate that because this stuff is not easy, you know. I have all types of people, young, old, all types of people that come and want to be a part of what we're doing down here. But it takes money. I don't want to have to turn people away because we can't afford to do it. Like, what sense would that make? So just let it be. If it's in your heart to give, so we can do other stuff, you know. So your donation might help somebody, another young person, get a chance to be a podcaster. So look at it like that. Every little bit helps. All right. So I'm not gonna talk your ear off. Y'all, this is crazy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I had put up earlier a picture of an event they had. And at this event, it was crab event. Snow crab. I'm not a crab person. I don't eat crab like that. I will. Lobster, crab, lobster. I will eat that shit, but it's not. That's not something that I will. That's not my first thing. You know, I know a lot of females like it, but to me, that's not my first choice of, okay, yeah, that's what I want to eat, is like lobster or whatever like that. So you're not going to get me to just be crazy on a lobster. That's not my first thing. But here's the thing. I do know that it's good meat. Like, I'm going to say who likes seafood. I'll put it in the comment. Who likes seafood? So if you like seafood, lobster, show me some emojis. See, I'm gonna send some emojis up. You can send some emojis if you like, or you can just put a lobster. You can put a lobster character in there, or you can just put 100% in there. I just put something, any type of emoji. This is an interactive program, so I need y'all to interact with me and stuff like that. If y'all would do that for me. So if you like seafood, put a seafood emoji up there, and let me know that you like seafood. Anything. So here's the thing. They had a crab event. Everybody would like travel to this crab event, to this town, because the town had this crab event for years. It was like a known event. So everybody going, you know, especially you black folks, you know how black folks like, everybody going to an event, especially if it's free. No, I don't. They knew it wasn't free. Okay, it was. I think what it is vendors come from everywhere and they sell their product at this town. That's like takes to Chicago. It's not necessarily Chicago. It's vendors in Chicago or from other places. They'll come and they'll serve their food. So you get samples of stuff. That's what somebody was saying. If they knew if it's samples, that's what you're gonna get. But the plate that I seen, that was a hell of a sample. That was a really small sample. And I would have been pissed off, honestly. Like, that's crazy. I would have took that plate and I would have shoved that shit in somebody's face. Somebody would have been getting seafood all over their face if they would have served me that. So, my hands are not rusty. I've been doing some work. I look at my hand like, damn, you know how black folks get rusty. Damn. That's crazy. Okay, there we go. So that's a little bit better. I thought I was rusted up, for real. So, when you at a carnival or a fair or whatever, it takes... Sorry. A moth. I'm in a warehouse, so we dealing with I thought I didn't get it. We're dealing with a moth situation. But I got mothballs everywhere. And I got I don't know if y'all have ever seen this right here, but if it's a bug, it's going to kill it and electrocute it. Everybody need one of these. I don't care what bug it is. A spider. Put a spider in this and it'll shock the shit out of a spider. A fly, anything. You ain't even got to try to swat it no more. I love technology. All you got to do is press this button. It's battery operated. Press that button and it turns into electrocution. Y'all heard it, didn't you? Ain't nothing there. It turns it into electrocution. You know how you got them things like you had outside back in the days? That's this, right? But it's totally safe because you can't like stick your finger. I ain't gonna try, but you can't stick your finger in it and nothing like that. It's like totally safe. And you just hit this button, batteries, and it turns it into electrocution. Take that. How about that? How about that? I had a big spider outside. That one was dangling. Like, I'm the biggest boss out here in these motherfuckers. And I put that thing, just like tapped it on there. That motherfucker died and exploded. I'm evil. No, I'm just all right, listen. I don't know what that was all about. But listen, crab, seafood, like if you go to like an event like that, you're gonna get small. You know what I really hate? It's like when you go to church and like they give you, after church, they give you servings. I was just talking to my daughter about this, and they servings be real, real small. And when they put it on my plate, I look up at them, and I be dang there. In my mind, I think they're cuss out. In church, in my mind. But bitch, if you ever put some more on my plate, I'm sorry. But bitch, if you ever put some more food on my plate, you want a little bit more, man, bro. What you think? I'm hungry. I sat through a whole service. I'm hungry. Yeah, put some more on my man. Come on, stop playing with me straight up in the church. I'm gonna turn everything. Oh, not listen. Seafood. A lot of females like seafood, right? It's what they love it. So of course they're gonna want a big amount of. I don't know what a big amount of seafood is. A crab leg, I suppose, is not a whole lot of meat because it didn't even look like a big crab leg. If it was like a big crab leg, you crack it open and you get a lot of meat, then I would be like, okay. But it didn't look like it was a lot of meat in that crab leg. That would be something like if somebody be like, "Oh, this is seafood good," and they'd be like, "Let me taste it." That's what I would do. That's what I would give them. So I guess if it's a taste of something, I guess what you expect. But the prices didn't match. That was the whole problem. So we're gonna watch this video, and I mean, show it to people. I lost a few viewers, but I just wanted to talk to y'all for a little bit because that helps the algorithms out and stuff like that. But listen, y'all, show these to your people. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen this week. I want y'all to take a look at this.
Families attending the Blue Crab Festival in Palatka this weekend tell us that they were disappointed with this year's event. They complained that prices were too high for food and a few vendors. Action News Jack's Madison Foglio is live in Putnam County now. In Madison, people are wondering what happened this year.
Look at this, bro.
Yeah, Tanika, someone that was going there for 20 years to this festival that
the prices was high.
She was so disappointed with this year that she may not even come back next year.
The Palatka Blue Crab Festival is an annual tradition and has been for nearly 30 years. However, this year, festival goers were left disappointed with this year's event.
Maybe feel like I wasted a whole trip to Palatka and wondering if I'm going
See,
to
coming back next year. Shit, fuck
year
that.
or any years, after this one.
For the last 4 years, the festival has been produced by Ancient City Entertainment. The city of Palatka is one of the festival's main sponsors. Andy Dan has been attending the Palatka Blue Crab Festival for 20 years, and some of the complaints she
Watch the food,
and other
y'all.
people had were the high food prices.
This is a small town festival. We don't make big city prices.
I got one of the lobster rolls from one of the food trucks down by the band shell, and it was $39 for a lobster roll that literally had 4 pieces of lobster on it with a stale bun.
And take a look at this photo sent to us showing a king crab leg
Look at that
another
shit.
attendee purchased at the festival over the weekend.
That's crazy.
They said it cost them $50.
It's a sample.
Eddie Cutright,
I ain't trying to laugh. Look at the prices.
City of Palatka. He says the city had no role in determining the prices.
The city was not in charge of anything that had to do with the event. We just
hell no. There go the brother. What the
Reached out
fuck,
to
man? What you
Entertainment,
doing,
and
bro?
provided us a statement that reads in part, after trying for 8 months to get them, the city of Palatka, to approve a contract, they finally decided on a minimal effort approach. To put it mildly, we are disappointed in the partnership renewal contract that was decided by City of Palatka commissioners.
Now you can read Ancient City Entertainment's full statement over in my web
crazy.
story on actionnewsjacks.com. For local coverage you can count on reporting in Palatka, I'm Madison Foglio, Action News Jacks.
It's been nearly 2 weeks.
That's crazy. So there you have it.
Families attending
watch
the
it one
Blue
more
Crab
time.
Festival in Palatka this weekend tell us that they were disappointed with this year's event. They complained that prices were too high for food and a few vendors.
Your comments. What would
Action
you do?
News Jack's Madison Foglio is live in Putnam County now. In Madison, people are wondering what happened this year.
Yeah, Tanika, someone that was going there for 20 years to this festival that I spoke with said she was so disappointed with this year that she may not even come back next year.
The Palatka Blue Crab Festival is an annual tradition and has been for nearly 30 years. However, this year, festival goers were left disappointed with this year's event.
Made me feel like I wasted a whole trip to Palaca and wondering if I'm going to attend, next year or any years, after this one.
For the last 4 years, the festival has been produced by Ancient City Entertainment. The city of Palaca is one of the festival's main sponsors. Andy Dan has been attending the Palaca Blue Crab Festival for 20 years, and some of the complaints she and other people had were the high food prices.
This is a small town festival. We don't need big city prices.
I got one of the lobster rolls from one of the food trucks down by the band shell, and it was $39 for a lobster roll that literally had 4 pieces of lobster on it with a stale bun.
And take a look at this photo sent to us showing a king crab leg another attendee purchased at the festival over the weekend. They said it cost them $50. Eddie Cutright is the Community Affairs Director for the City of Palaca. He says the city had no role in determining the prices.
The city was not in charge of anything that had to do with the event. We just helped her with staffing and also blocking out roads for the event.
We reached out to Ancient City Entertainment, and they provided us a statement that reads in part, after trying for 8 months to get them.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Thank y'all for watching. It's Johnny live with Johnny. Hopefully we can get some more people participating in these lives. But until then, we're just going to keep doing what we do.